Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to do this video because it's been so long since I did like a chatty get ready with me kind of video. So I asked you guys on Instagram what you guys wanted us to chat about, because it's we who are chatting. I'm chatting here as you watch, but I also want us to chat in the comments on some of these topics. So you guys gave me your topics, so I'm gonna do my makeup and just talk about some of these topics. My table is a hot mess. I don't even know how I'm going to find anything here. What? Oh my god. Let's just start with the face because I honestly can't find anything for my eyes right now. I'm going to list everything I'm using in the description box so you guys can check it out. Do you guys know what I just realized? First of all, yes, we're getting into it. We're starting the chat. I was watching this vlog for this couple and even this like solo female traveler about van life, which is something I didn't even know existed. Hello. So it's just these people who like save up money, and then if they have a house, they sell their house, or if they're renting, like they terminate their lease and they buy a van and make it like into their home, and then they travel like to somewhere. Like these guys are traveling, I think, from Canada to Panama. Their vlog is beautiful. Their life is, it's like, anyway, point is that I realized that some people are not rehearsing in this life. Let me just tell you guys that some people in this life are actually living. You know, me, I feel personally like, I don't know, you know, life just makes us think that we have so much time. But the truth is, like, this is it. Like, this is actually it. It's not like a rehearsal or anything. This is it. Like, we actually have to do everything we want to do now because we're not even guaranteed of tomorrow. Anyway, so, yeah. And then there's also a podcast I've listened to. Where's my foundation? I'm going to use Fit Me today. I was also listening to a podcast where Les Brown was speaking. He's like this amazing motivational speaker. So he was speaking and saying, you know, like we all come into this world and we're given certain things. We're given certain gifts. We're given certain talents. And it's up to us to use this gift and what we've been given and these talents and everything else and make our ideas come to life. Like, you don't want to be on your deathbed at the end of your life, which you don't even know when that is, and your ideas and your gifts and everything you've been given is just looking at you and saying, like, we were given to you specifically. You know, you're the only one who could have given us life, and now we're just gonna die with you. Like, that guy is usually so deep. Anyway, the point is, I'm really working on just living and realizing that this is it. We're not rehearsing. We're actually not rehearsing. This is it. So I really just want to do the things that I want to do now. Okay, someone else also said, Joanna, I know you're not in a relationship, but can you give us relationship advice? My answer to that is absolutely not. Actually, you said it yourself. I'm not in a relationship, so I'm not in any position to give you relationship advice. But I will give you advice that I have been given and advice that I've had. I usually watch the Steve Harvey show a lot. I love that show so much. I love everything about it. I love Steve Harvey's wife so much, you guys. But anyway, the best advice, like the advice I've had Steve saying and just general advice I've gotten, is that you have to set your standards high. And for you to set your standards and set them high, then you have to know your worth, you have to know your value. And then be ready to walk away if those standards are not being met. And this doesn't only apply in relationships. For me currently, since I am not in a relationship, I apply this in business. So I know my worth. I have set the amounts on my rate card at a certain amount because I know what I'm bringing to the table. If a brand comes and wants to collaborate with me, I know what I'm giving them. You know, I know exactly what I'm giving them. I know what I'm worth. So yeah, I've set my standards in terms of rates at a specific amount, and I'm always ready to walk away. So when I go into that business meeting, I have my rate, I have a minimum I can take, and if you're not willing for us to meet there, then it's no deal. I'm always ready to walk away. And let me not sit here and pretend that I've always done that, because there are times I have definitely not done that, more than once. But the times I do that, I feel good. I feel so good. And I feel like someone even respects you for that. Like, you know what you're worth, you know what you're not gonna take, and you're willing to walk away. So that's the advice I live by, and that's the advice I will give. Okay, someone else also asked me to speak a little bit about the business side of YouTube. Okay, so you know how, let me tell you guys something. At the beginning of this year, like for the first 2 or 3 months, let's say 2 months of this year, it was a really tough time for me. I should be applying my makeup as I talk. What's happening here? It was a really tough time for me, because I wasn't making any money. Honestly, I wasn't getting any brand collaborations. I wasn't getting paid. And I felt so demotivated. Because as in I had chosen this to be my career. So I was so unmotivated or demotivated. I didn't feel like filming any content. I just wanted to just be like, I started off so well, you know. I was working with brands I love and amazing brands. And I was making a little money, you know. And then at the beginning of this year, things just took another turn. And I was just like, oh my God, should I have stayed in employment? Should I start looking for a job? I was just feeling so depressed about this whole business part of YouTube. And that's the thing, is that on social media, you know, you can never know what someone is dealing with, because, you know, you turn on the camera and I have to be like, hi guys, because at the end of the day, I want my channel not to be that channel that you watch, and you know, it's so draining to watch negativity. It's so draining. So I didn't want to be that. I never want to be that channel. Not that I don't share my struggles, but I don't want to just come here, I'm so depressed all the time, you know. So anyway, point is, I got out of that slump. And point is, whatever business you're in or whatever, I think you will go through that point in time, like I did at the beginning of this year, where I had no money. I ran through my savings. I even borrowed money from people. It was bad, guys. It was quite bad and quite depressing, and I just kept thinking, this can't be it. As in, I can't. This just can't be it. But things got better. So for you who's joining YouTube and is on YouTube, then it will happen. I think it will happen, but you just have to hang in there, because things will get better. Keep sending the proposals despite the rejections. Keep at it, basically. So at that point in time, when I was completely demotivated, one of you guys actually sent me a book, and it's a book called The Compound Effect. That's probably like the best motivational book I have ever read, ever. I loved that book so much. Basically what it says, and I think I've talked about it on my channel before, is that everything, if you do something well and you do it consistently, over time it will pay back. You know, it's like saving money or weight loss or any of those things. Consistent effort over time will yield results. So that just reassured me so much, because at some point I used to feel like, you know, I'm coming on here, I'm putting so much effort into my content, and I feel like I'm just not getting back from it. In terms of now the business side, because I get a lot of fulfillment aside from that from my channel, but at the end of the day, it's what I do for a living, so it kind of has to pay off. But that reassurance that me putting in this constant effort and engaging with you guys, at the end of the day, it's going to pay off one way or another. So that reassured me, and I kept sending out the proposals despite the rejection. I kept creating the content. I just kept on with that hope that consistent effort over time is going to pay off. So that book is so amazing, you guys. But speaking of money and hard times when it comes to money, let's talk about it. Someone also asked me about finances and saving money and stuff. I'm really not the best person at finances. I'm actually really bad at managing money. And now is when I'm just trying to get my life together, because things are fake. You know, for some people, saving comes so naturally to them, you know. But for some, it just doesn't, you know, it really doesn't come naturally. So recently is when I actually started like coming up with a budget, because before I was operating without a budget. Can you just imagine? I was operating in this life with no budget. So I've been watching this YouTube channel called The Financial Diet and just trying to follow the tips they have to budget, because my idea of managing money before was so twisted, because it would be that, okay, you have to save money, so don't go out, don't get drinks with your friends, don't pay for this thing that you want, don't do this, don't do that, just keep the money there. And of course that's really bad, because it would reach a point where I would just be like, I'm so tired of this, and then I just go like on a spending spree, you know, drinks on me, everyone, or buying makeup and clothes. So that's obviously not healthy. So I've had to be really honest with myself when I'm budgeting, and just being honest with myself when it comes to spending. And then it's been good, because now I actually don't feel guilty when I spend money on things like this, because before, when I bought myself something nice, I would feel so guilty. I would just be like, you shouldn't have bought this was not necessary, you know, just being so hard sometimes I'm so hard on myself when it comes to I'm hard on myself when it comes to a lot of things, but finance, you know. But now that it's in the budget, I know that when I buy something nice, it's in the budget, you know. I just have to make sure not to exceed the budget. Yeah, which I think is helping me get disciplined in a lot of other areas in my life, you know. Us millennials, we hear it all the time. We want instant gratification. I actually saw a tweet the other day. This guy was like, guys, my daughter is looking for a summer job, and she's a millennial, so she's looking for a job as a part-time CEO. I think saving money and being disciplined in areas of your life, even just one area, I feel can change that for you. So for me, the finances is doing that for me. It's really helping me get disciplined in other areas of my life, and for me to appreciate delayed gratification, because it's the way to go, you know. Like now it makes me feel like my mind is in control and not my body. When my body says why, I don't give it everything it wants, so which is good. I think it's really good. Okay, someone else also said, asked me to talk about acne and diet and stuff. Let me tell you guys something. I was in denial for a long time, that because many of you guys would say, you know, acne is something that's caused from within. It's just not something that appears on your face for no reason. It's an indicator that something is going on in your body. And I was in denial for a long time. I always said, you know, it's my skincare practices that were bad, and you know, all that stuff, just excuses. It's my skincare that was bad, it's the makeup I was wearing. I just didn't want to possibly admit that it was because of my diet. But I finally gotten there, guys. I finally gotten to a point where I can admit that it was my diet. It is my diet that has caused my face to be like this. I blame it all on campus. Well, I blame it all on me, but campus. But when I was in uni for those 4 years, oh my Lord Jesus, my friends will tell you, I ate horribly. I ate so horribly. I never used to eat like proteins, vegetables, none of that. It's just chips every day, a couple of sodas, samosas, mandazis, those kind of things. Because at the end of the day, those are the cheaper things. Healthy food in uni, well, it's not that expensive, but it's the more expensive option. So I ate so badly for those 4 years, and I feel like that's just what caused my acne to be so. Also, my dad put me onto this web series called Betrayal, and it's all about like functional medicine. Functional medicine is like alternative medicine, alternative to like Western medicine. It's not like herbs and stuff like that. It's just, okay, the series basically advocates for being healthy, eating healthy. You know, you are what you eat, and health begins in the gut. So that series was so eye-opening, and I can link it down below for you guys to watch. You'll just be like, whoa. So I watched that series, and after I watched that series is when I was just like, yo. And they actually say acne or other skin diseases are not actually skin diseases. They're just indicators that there's something going on in your body. So they talk about things like leaky gut and the kind of foods that cause these kind of things. They even link hormonal acne to diet, because at the end of the day, sometimes it's your diet that causes your hormones to fluctuate, and that fluctuation is what causes the acne. So it's just a very, very eye-opening series. So yeah, I have really cleaned up my diet. Like, I have really cleaned up my diet. So first, they advocate for you to start with elimination. So you eliminate certain foods from your diet. So I don't take gluten anymore. I don't take any wheat products, them chapos and stuff like that. Not completely. I'll still have like the occasional chapati. But I don't eat bread. I don't eat pastries. I eat cakes on birthdays. So like when we're celebrating a birthday here at home, I will eat cake, because again, cutting things out for me completely doesn't work, because at some point it will get so frustrating for me that I will eat all the wheat pastries, cakes in my path. So I just have to do it slowly, but I have drastically reduced how much wheat I take. According to this series and very many other resources on the internet, wheat is not good for you, gluten in specific. And then I've also eliminated sugar, processed sugar. I take Kinuthia. I don't put sugar in my tea without sugar. What else? Yeah, I don't take sugar at all. Sweets, I used to chew gum all the time. I stopped chewing gum, all of that stuff. I don't take soda and things like that, or even these fruit juices that are in the market. And also not fat, what are they called? Hydrogenated. Maybe saying my own things, but I don't take fats like Ruena and stuff like that, which is good, which has been easy for me because our entire family doesn't take those fats. So we cook with ghee. We mostly cook with ghee actually, because the kasukus and the Ruenas are not the best. And then I'm also trying to limit how much starch I take. Things like rice, things like ugali. Oh, and you guys know how much I love ugali and milk. It's my best food ever. So it's been hard for me. So I've really limited how much. I think I've baked for so long. Just talking. Hey, I haven't even done my eyeshadow. Wow. We'll just do something simple. What was I even saying? Oh yes, the starches. And then also I really try to limit my milk intake, which is so hard because milk is one of my favorite things in the world. But I'll still have the occasional cup of tea here and there. And then after elimination, I have been adding things into my diet, things like probiotics. So here at home we make our own kombucha. We make a drink called kefir, but spelled kefir. So we make that as well. Those are amazing sources for probiotics. And then also vegetables. I never used to eat vegetables, you guys, ever. So I take quite a lot of vegetables and things like minerals through like even the salt we take. Like we eat Himalayan salt as opposed to cane salt. Yeah, and then just like trying to get enough protein, the protein that I need and stuff like that. So I know it sounds like a lot. Even for me, I was just like, no, I cannot do this. The life is only one. But when you're actually doing it, you realize it's quite easy. It's just not making chapo at home. Limiting, I don't know, it's not as hard as I thought it would be. And even if I sound like one of those health freaks, it's not that hard, honestly. I think that's going to help with my acne, especially when I stop using the benzoyl peroxide. What the benzoyl peroxide does is it treats the symptoms. So it stops the acne from coming out, but it doesn't treat the root cause of your acne. That's why people get so dependent on it and they have to keep using it over and over again forever, basically, because the minute they stop using the BP, they break out because you have not taken care of the root cause. So I'm still gonna continue using the BP because I am not gonna, instant gratification, which I have just talked about. I don't want to wait because it's going to take a while after I've rectified my diet for it to actually work. But by the time my skin is completely clear and I'm ready to get off the BP, then hopefully the root cause of the acne will have, been sorted out. Yeah. This is gonna be a long video. Let me just do like a transition shade on the lid and just leave it at that. Someone else also asked me about embracing your skin when you have acne. I think that has to come from within. You just have to make peace with your acne and just realize that it's not who you are. It's not who you are at all. It doesn't define who you are. You're who you are because of what's inside, not how you look on the outside. And if someone can't get behind that, then too bad for them, not for you. But guys, I usually think it's funny how people who go makeup free and advocate for embracing your skin in its natural state are usually people who do not have acne, okay? The people who don't have any acne, like if you Google things like how to look amazing without makeup, look at their skin, you guys. Their skin is flawless. Their skin is A1. So Alicia Keys used to have really bad acne, and then when she got it treated, she started the no makeup movement. So I don't know, why didn't she start it when she had the acne? Because it's hard for you to embrace your skin when you have acne. And sometimes people who have flawless skin, I feel like they just don't get that. So just come to terms with the fact that you have it and that doesn't define who you are in any way. Are the topics over? I wrote them down. Let me check. Someone asked about if I'm pressured about how fast the year is moving. Yes, the year has moved fast. And like I told you guys with my struggles at the beginning of the year, I was panicking. I was like, what am I even doing here with my life? Feel like I'm moving backwards. But I saw a tweet the other day that said sometimes your journey is as slow as it is because maybe God is trying to mold your character before you get to where he wants you to get. And I loved it so much, because you might look at someone else's journey and they're going so fast, they're doing so well, and you're not doing as well, which already I'm comparing yourself is really bad because your journey is your journey for a reason. But I don't know, just thinking that, God has a good plan for all of us, but maybe sometimes he has to mold us to have the character that's going to be able to handle the kind of success maybe that's going to come your way. So I really loved that tweet. So at the moment, I'm not feeling any pressure in how the year is moving. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with where I am. Actually, quite happy. So yes. Oh, someone also asked, oh, I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, so that's why I'm free. Someone asked me about laser acne treatment. Yes, guys, I've been getting this question a lot, and I've responded to some of you in camera personally. So, okay, you guys know I was doing laser acne treatment. I did 3 treatments, and I just felt like it was going to take too much to maintain, and maybe I'm the one who didn't give it a chance, because again, instant gratification. I don't know, my expectations were so high, and what would happen is I would go in for the treatment, my skin would be doing well for some time after that, and then it would revert exactly back to where it was until I went for the next treatment. I felt like I just couldn't deal with that. You know, it's like I have to maintain all the time, going, and I was over it. I was so over it, you know. My expectations were dashed. So I'm using these amazing lashes that I got from Ruena Glamour. These lashes, I have worn them before. They are everything and more. I love them so much. Let me wear them. You guys see just how beautiful they are. Oh, so gorgeous. So usually, you guys know, of course, that I collaborate with brands. That's how I earn a living. But sometimes I collaborate with young brands, and I don't charge them. So I say, if you're a young person and you're starting a company, and of course your budget is basically non-existent, so you're starting like an online Instagram shop for makeup, and of course you don't have a budget to pay an influencer to do a whole video promoting your product, and maybe you're in campus, or you just left campus and you're just trying to make it in these streets, then usually I say you can send me your product, and if I love your product, then I'll somehow find a way to incorporate it into my channel. Okay, so I'm not going to charge you. I really want to use my platform to uplift people, because first of all, I consider myself an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I like seeing other entrepreneurs doing their thing and succeeding. So I can use my platform to uplift the next person, So small companies that genuinely don't have money to pay an influencer can usually send me their product, and if I like it, I will somehow just incorporate it into my video. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing like the camera is making me look a little bit white. I've tried to adjust the brightness a little. Let's do some highlight. And my skin is also so dry from the acne.org, so there's that. I haven't put anything on my lips because I don't have anything here in this mess. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here because it is so long at this point. I know I am going to have so much to cut out. But if you've reached the end, I wish I could just give you like a gift or something, because wow. Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please contribute to some of these topics we've talked about. Whatever you want to contribute on, if it's everything, if it's one thing, just contribute, because it's us chatting, not me chatting. So contribute in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and give me a like if you enjoyed this content, this video, because it really helps me know what kind of content you like, so that I can make more of it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.